Why are you on fire? I don't understand the unableness to cook in a kitchen.
What's up, everybody? We're back with the My Three Sims challenge. It's been a challenge for me to keep all my Sims straight. I hope you enjoy. Welcome back with my playthrough of the Three Little Sims challenge. This has been such a fun challenge for me. I like to switch from different games because it makes my brain happy to have a bunch of things going on at once. So right now I'm doing the My Three Sims challenge or My Three Little Sims. Is it My Three Little Sims or My Three Sims? I can never keep it straight, so you'll probably hear me switching back and forth between those because they both sound right to me. So just bear with me on that one. But anyway, I digress. It's been an interesting challenge for my Little Sims. See, I was doing it again. My Little Sims challenge because it's so second nature for me when I am playing this game to just every few seconds switch between the Sims that I have to ensure that they're all happy. I get super connected with my Sims. So if they become no more because of some kind of incident I may or may not have caused, I most of them I don't cause them. My Sims cause them, and then I fail at saving them. At one point, one of my Sims invited her little friend in my 12 children household. Yeah, one of that Sims, they invited their little friend over to play, and I was like, this will be great. They can experiment with the experimenting station. And then I moved on to help my other Sims, and then I see fire, and automatically I assume that is a kitchen fire. So I go to the kitchen to put out the kitchen fire. No, what happened was the science experimenting table that caught on fire. That it was a flames. It was kind of scary and cool at the same time. But that caught on fire. My little tiny sim was waving her arms like, ah, fire. She didn't put it out. Her friend caught on fire. And then I failed to have one of the adult Sims actually go save the child. That was a sad day in my household. That was a very, very sad day. But it wasn't one of my Sims, so I didn't go back to a previous save. If it had been one of my Sims, I probably would have debated on it because that's like my routine. I play and play and play The Sims, and then I lose one due to a fire or being struck by lightning or a meteor hitting them. Lots of things happen. Lots of times I don't talk about it. But anyway, when something like that happens, I debate. I really debate. I'm like, how long has it been since I saved this game? Can I go back to a previous save and save the Sims life? And a lot of times I do, even though I shouldn't. And then I go back and I'm like, Billy, you were gone and I decided to go back and save you. You should be thankful. And then you know what they do? They set the stove on fire. They set the stove on fire and I can't save them again. And then I'm like, I give up. Billy, you're just done. We'll put you in my room of urns and we're going to be okay with that. So that's my little way of playing The Sims. I'm curious, how have some of your Sims met their demise? Like my Sims, they burn in the fire, they get hit by lightning sometimes. Sometimes they survive. Then they're terrified of rain, which I mean, is logical. I would be afraid of rain too if I almost got struck by lightning. Anyway, so those are two of the ways that my Sims have either nearly met their doom or met their doom. And then the other one was almost getting hit by a meteor by looking through a telescope. I did not know that looking through a telescope could cause your sim to almost be hit by a meteor. It can. It 100% can. And you know what your sim does? Well, my sim does. I don't know about your sim. Your sim might, my sims 100% do. What they do is they duck and cover. I'm like, I kind of want you just to get hit by the meteor because you are not moving. You are duck and covering. That is not how you survive a meteor hit. It's not like if you duck and cover, the meteor is going to be like, I don't see that sim anymore. I'm just going to go on my merry way and pretend that I didn't see the sim. No, you're going to get flattened like a pancake. A pancake, I tell you what. And so a couple of those, because three of my sims have almost met their demise that way. A couple of them, I was like, do I really save you? And then I end up saving them because I don't want my other sims to be sad. It's very, very self-centered with this game sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to deal with the Sim's sadness for 2 days, so I will save this Sim because that's a no-go for me. But yeah, so that's how my Sims have issues in the game. I've had other Sims that decide that they don't need to eat, and then you keep trying to feed them, and they keep canceling the action, and you're like, are you going to be a breatharian? Like, what are you going to do? Are you allergic to the foods? I understand. I'm allergic to like so many foods. It's ridiculous. But yeah, my Sims are like, I'm not going to eat today. And I'm like, you really should eat. And so then they continue until they decide they're starving. And then finally we'll eat like a quick meal. And I'm like, you're eating chips. You should eat something else. I say this, but then I also get mad at my Sims for cooking. It's probably my fault. I probably caused this issue with my Sims because I am so on different sides of everything. I'm like, don't cook. You should cook. You shouldn't cook. But I only tell them not to cook once they set the stove on fire. Right now, they haven't set the stove on fire, so they can cook. Amber has now set the stove on fire. Yep, she sure did. Let's see what happens. Is she going to make it out of this one? Oh, look, Rose is coming. They run so funny. They just run like this. It's hilarious. We should just run around like Sims one day. It would be funny. Oh, good. She saved her sister. She's the secret agent. Of course, she would save her sister. Now, Rose caught on fire. I wouldn't be so sure Amber would save her. Since Amber is a criminal, is Rose being a secret agent worse? Or is Rose being her sister better, I guess you could say. I don't know. Rose is a good cook. She's showing Amber up by making herself, is that like what, mac and cheese? I don't know. I can't eat mac and cheese. But it looks like she's making some sort of, oh no, it's like cheese balls? I don't know. Anyway, see, now Amber has caught herself on fire. I knew this was going to happen. The first time I started like giving the Sims some kind of trust in this game, they break it. They break my trust. And then I have to babysit them in the kitchen because once they set the stove on fire, they decide cooking is not a thing they need to do, and then they keep setting the stove on fire. What I really want is a way to have the Sims have to choose how to put out the fire. So if it's a grease fire, how would they put out the grease fire? That would be hilarious because I would bet you so much that the Sim would throw water on a grease fire. Amber's cooking again. Why? Why are we cooking again? Yeah, this is why. We need to make better life choices, Amber. Better life choices. Because right now, you are making very poor life decisions. You are a criminal and you are keeping on setting the kitchen on fire. And not just the kitchen. It's not like she's a pyromaniac. She sets the kitchen on fire and then she sets herself on fire. Like, if you're going to start a fire, don't set yourself on fire. I don't know. I think Amber finally gave up on this whole cooking ordeal because she can't cook. Some people can't cook and I can't fault them for that. But then maybe you hire a caterer. Amber spent like 1,000 simoleons on replacing everything. A caterer, I think, costs like 100 simoleons. So she would have been some millions ahead if she had decided she can't cook well and had hired a caterer to come and cook for them all. But no, she wanted to try to be a five-star chef or something. I don't know. What do you all think about Alfred here? He's a writer, but I'm not sure where to bring him in this storyline. Sometimes I become chaotic with my Sims. It's fun. I don't know about Alfred though. Do I become chaos with him? Or do I play him as a socially awkward human being? Maybe I see what happens when I try to give him sim interactions. Because right now he's kind of socially awkward. He has literally one friend. Actually, it's not a friend. His one friend is an acquaintance. I call it a friend because he has no other friends except for his sisters. And Amber is slowly losing friendship with him because she keeps yelling at him. Probably because I made her evil. It's probably my fault. But, yeah. Oh, look, maybe he can be friends with this Sim. Or maybe not. One thing will happen. He's kind of just ignoring her. Yeah, there's his one friend. Oh, well, acquaintance, I guess you can say. His one acquaintance. Oh, so cute. Why is he talking about the bathrooms? I love the little thought bubbles on their head because then you can get like a whole story going. Like, one day I lost my dinosaur and it ate a llama, and then I went on a flight and ate popcorn. Sometimes I do that with my Sims thought bubbles too. I need to fix something. That's the one in the back that had the uh, screwdriver thought bubble. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you all think? Should I be like this chaotic person that tells my Sims what to do, or should I actually try to build them a good life? We should see if they could still build a good life with my chaos I throw into their life. That's what we should see. That should be the winner of the three Sims, is whoever can build the best life with my chaotic energy going into the game. That would be hilarious. I wonder who would win if I did that. If I did it that way, I wonder if Amber would win because she's the criminal. But again, she set herself on fire twice, so I have very little hope for Amber actually to win this competition. I don't know. What do you all think? Do you think Amber was going to win the threesomes? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there will be a plot twist in the end of this challenge, and I will have to admit defeat to Amber, who won as a criminal. Which I am totally okay doing because that means that Amber showed me up and actually was able to build a good life on her criminal empire that she hopes to build. Maybe she'll burn down the city. That could be a thing that Amber does. She burns the whole city down, rebuilds it to her name, and her face is on billboards everywhere. That's what we should do with Amber. That would be cool. The Sims need to have billboards that you can put your Sims faces on and be like, vote for me. Not even vote for me. If you there's a rabbit. Sorry, rabbit trail. There's a rabbit. You can have a rabbit costume in The Sims? How did I not know this? I would have totally dressed Alfred up as a rabbit. Like, huh. Anyway, sorry about that. I totally went down a rabbit trail. I like making corny jokes. It's one of my favorite things to do. Anyway, Alfred is now cooking. Let's see if he can cook better than Amber. Or if he also sets the stove on fire. Because if he sets the stove on fire, he is also banned from cooking. Amber is, I want to say, is banned from cooking, but unfortunately, I can't ban Amber from cooking. Why? Because I can't control her for 2 days of the time I play. I control Rose, I control Alfred. Then I control Amber, so I can't cancel her cooking options. I wish there was an option where Rose could be like, "Stop cooking!" And Amber would be like, "No!" And Rose would be like, "Yes!" And then she'd stop cooking. But that's not an option, unfortunately. Alfred and Rose, though, they're building a really good friendship. Maybe they just make kitchens in their own home and cook there. Then, when Amber sets the kitchen on fire again, it's Amber's fault, and she doesn't get a stove back. I had to replace the stove for Rose and Alfred. They didn't do anything wrong. Rose actually saved her sister, so I couldn't punish Rose for not saving her sister and the stove catching on fire. Oh well, we'll see what happens, right? Anyway, what I was saying is it's fun to play challenges because it gives my brain something to ponder over. One challenge that I've been thinking about doing, I haven't done yet because it's a really tough one, it looks like. It's called the Apocalypse Challenge. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to try to take that one on. That has a lot to it, and I feel like my sim won't make it much more than like a week, possibly. We'll see. I still want to do it at some point. I just have to ponder over it more. Yeah, see, look, Amber's dumping in the trash. This is Amber for us. Just messing everything up. No wonder she became a criminal. She likes to cause chaos within the three Sims lot of land. I can't wait to start building up their houses. Like I said, not great at it, but I can't wait. It'll be fun to try to make all their houses super different. And I feel like it should be a race to see who can build the biggest house the fastest. Like they only have this little lot of land that they have here. So if Alfred gets a lot of money and he builds a really big house, then Rose and Amber are out of luck, quite frankly. They don't have the ability to build a bigger house. They could build a really tall house though. That would be interesting. Riddle me this though. Rose and Amber both spend so much time in Alfred's room. Like when he's asleep, when he is gone, Rose and Amber are always just like standing in there staring at his frogs. Maybe I should get them frogs? I don't know. Like they have everything Alfred has except for pet frogs. Just look in a log. Look in a log, you will find one. I wonder if you can breed the frogs in this game. I tried at one point to breed the frogs. It didn't work. I don't know how you would do it. Do you need the same type of frog? I think I have the same type of frog. I might not though. Another thing that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have pet reptiles in The Sims 4 or any of the packs. If I am wrong and there is a way to get a reptile in The Sims 4, let me know because I'm going to get that. Because I, as you can see, and as you have seen my co-host, Sparkplug, I love reptiles. They are so cool. I would totally get and build a reptile room if I could right now, but I can't. So it's just me and Sparkplug, my partner in crime right now. But yeah, I haven't seen anything with The Sims 4 and being able to own a reptile. Maybe it's because it's such a small group that would do that in The Sims. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know, one, if there is a way to own a reptile in The Sims 4 because I will totally get that. And two, if you would own a reptile with your Sims in The Sims 4 if you had the opportunity to. Because I'm curious on both. How many people would actually own a reptile? And if there is a possibility that my Sim could own a reptile. Because that would be cool. I want them to own a Komodo dragon. They could take it on walks, and I would name it Fluffy. Fluffy the Komodo dragon.
Well, that's it for this part of my Three Little Sims challenge. I have my cup of coffee because coffee is amazing, even though it's almost midnight right now. But my opinion, you can drink coffee any time of the day. My opinion might be wrong, but coffee. Anyway, I will see you all next time on my Three Little Sims challenge. Feel free to subscribe if you want to keep following me and my journey with the Sims game.